Hey guys, today I'm out in the garage making over Grandma's old buffet. Some of you are gonna get a little upset over this video, but you know what? It's gonna sell and we're gonna make some money. Let me show you how it's done. Hey guys, welcome in. My name is Kara with Lemons to Lemonade Furniture, and today I am taking this pretty beat up buffet and we're going to turn it into something really special. Now, I know my furniture purists, you may not like this one, but I promise you it's going to look fantastic the way it turns out. So just stay tuned and let's trust the process just a little bit.
First off, let me start off by giving you a closer look at this buffet. It's definitely got potential, but it needs a refresh. I'm going to give this guy a major facelift and also try my best to make it easy enough for someone to restore it down the line should they choose to do so. I picked this guy up off Facebook Marketplace for about $150. That's an expensive flip for me, but I'm going to make this one worthwhile. Before any makeover, it's crucial to start with a clean slate. I'll be removing any dirt and grime with some simple green degreaser to ensure the paint adheres smoothly. This is also a great time for me to inspect the piece and see how many repairs I might need to make. So let's get our hands dirty. Next up, I'm taking off all of this hardware. I think the hardware fits this dresser perfectly, so I'm going to set these aside and use them later on. These little extra details are usually just attached with some brad nails, so I've got my upholstery tool out to gently loosen these off. Now I'm going to strip away all the old finish off of these drawers. I'm using Furniture Stripper from Lowe's and applying a thick coat to only the drawers with a chip brush. Chip brushes are cheap and you can toss them when you're done. Chemical stripper is nearly impossible to get out of paintbrushes, so I don't recommend using one of your good ones. Once the chemical stripper is on, I will cover this with some plastic wrap so it doesn't dry out. Once the finish is removed, it's going to give me a fresh canvas to work with and allow this new design I have in mind to take shape and shine through. I let this set for about 45 minutes until it was ready, and then once I scraped back enough of the finish, I went in with some steel wool just to get into all these nooks and crannies on the drawer and get the rest of the finish off of those areas. I usually take off half of the saran wrap at a time just because this chemical stripper will dry out pretty quickly for me in our Texas weather, and that also allows me to have a little catch-all to put the stripper in as I remove it. Let me introduce you to today's sponsor as I finish taking the finish off of these drawers. Since I've had kids, turned 40, and I'm running a business, let's just say I put my self-care on the back burner these days, and I'm not so sure what happened to my digestion, but it's beyond time to prioritize my well-being. Thanks to Ritual's Symbiotic Plus, a revolutionary formula designed to support gut health and immune support, it's perfect for someone with a hands-on, busy lifestyle. Packed with probiotics and prebiotics, Symbiotic Plus has become a vital part of my daily routine. Probiotics are live microorganisms and are shown to relieve bloating, gas, and improve your gut function. Symbiotics Plus delayed release capsules are designed to help reach the colon, not just the stomach, an ideal place for probiotics to survive and grow. As a busy mom, I love the simplicity of just taking one capsule a day. No refrigeration needed, and it has a great minty flavor that makes taking Symbiotic Plus a breeze. Rituals Symbiotic Plus are here to celebrate and not hide your insides. There's no more shame in your gut game, and that's why Ritual is offering you all 30% off your first month when you scan the QR code on the screen or visit ritual.com and use my code LEMONSLEMONADE30. So what are you waiting for? Ritual has literally thought of every detail, from its packaging that doesn't need to be refrigerated to the delayed release capsule, the minty flavor, and the 3-in-1 blend. Gut barrier health, immune support, and bloat support. Check out my code below and let's start making our insides a priority. Yes, I'm still stripping off drawers, but let's hurry this process up, shall we? Now, a little scuff sanding is in order to prepare the body of the buffet for its makeover. This step ensures the paint adheres well and provides a smooth, even finish. I'm using my Makita orbital sander and a 180 sanding disc to go over the body of this dresser.
This piece of furniture is most definitely a bleeder. So what I'm going to use, instead of doing a white primer or a gray primer, I'm going to use clear shellac, so that if someone decides later on down the road that they want to restore this piece, they can hopefully get the paint off pretty easily and it won't get into all the little grooves, because the shellac will block it from doing that, and they should be able to just sand it down and restart. So the clear shellac is going to act like a stain blocker and make sure I don't have any bleed through in my paint, and a primer even though it is clear.
I used 2 coats of shellac on this dresser with a light scuff sand in between each coat, and this shellac is really strong smelling. You're going to want to make sure that you have a respirator on before you start spraying this and that you are in an open space.
Now that the shellac is dry on the body of the dresser, I've got it covered up so it doesn't get all sandy. I'm on to the next part. I always like to do something to make my pieces stand out just a little bit more on Facebook Marketplace, and so today what I'm going to do is take all of these drawers down to bare wood. I'm going to use my orbital sander. I've got the squishy foam abrasive pad on there to help me out to get into all the nooks and crannies on the drawers really easily, and I should have these down to bare wood in no time.
Now comes the fun part. I've chosen the color Sunday Tea from Country Chic's paint line to give this buffet a fresh, vibrant look. Let's watch as this piece comes to life. I've loaded this into my gravity-fed HVLP sprayer and off we go. It took me 2 full coats of this color to get full coverage. While my paint dries, I'll get to work on the tarnished handles. I've made a vinegar bath on the stove and brought it to a rolling boil. Now I'll drop my hardware in for a while to loosen up all of that old tarnish and the gunk. Once they're done cooking, I scrub them with a scrub brush and let them cool before applying a few good coats of antiqued gold spray paint on both sides. Now let's start working on these drawers. For a touch of richness and depth, I'll be applying Lily Moon's gel stain in the color Natural Cork to the drawers. This is a game changer and it adds a lot of fresh character to this piece. I'll apply my gel stain with a sponge and make sure that the sponge is damp but not dripping with water. It also helps to lightly spray the surface of the drawers. This allows for plenty of open time while you apply the stain. I let the gel stain sit on for about 30 seconds before I wipe back the extra. I love this water-based gel stain because it is totally buildable. You can put on as many layers as you need until you get the desired effect that you're going after. To protect our hard work and give the buffet a lasting finish, we're applying Country Chic's top coat in a satin finish. This step ensures durability and a professional looking result. I'll load this into my gravity-fed HVLP sprayer and apply 3 good coats with a light scuff sand in between each coat. The gel stain on the drawers of the dresser already have a built-in top coat, so I don't have to worry about those, but this paint needed to be sealed, so that's why we did a top coat on this one and not the drawers. Those beautiful handles had finished drying, so it's time to put everything back together. Let's take one last look at this beautiful buffet that just needed a little bit of TLC. And there you have it, Grandma's buffet makeover from start to finish. What do you think of the transformation? I hope it appeased the ones who hate painted furniture with a way to save it in the future. But guess what? It's gonna sell now, and well, that's what my debt-free journey is all about. Thank you so much to Ritual for sponsoring this video. Be sure to visit the link I've attached below to check out their Symbiotic Plus. If you enjoyed our DIY journey, will you give it a thumbs up, share, and don't forget to subscribe for more furniture makeovers and creative projects. Stay tuned for our next adventure with Lemons to Lemonade Furniture.